So welcome. This is Kirsten Hodgins to week 4 of Meditation for Beginners. I wanted to begin right away because I really want us to begin to experience more and more the energy. So this week will be differently approached. I've already got week 4 recorded and ready to send you the video link as soon as we're done so that you can have the full teachings. We're going to talk about the gist, the meat tonight. So thank you, Jane. You said you were practicing your mindfulness in the shower and the hot water and feeling it wonderful, using your senses and the sense of smell and just noticing in the moment. That's beautiful. Juanita, yes, you were ill. Good for you. She was saying how she had a couple, she was happy to have a couple of times to meditate this week. Wonderful. Because the more that we etch that time out and make it a ritual, the more we reprogram our habits in our life, the more we see the value in it. Wonderful. Yes, Jane's saying that when she starts the morning positive, then the day seems to follow. That is exactly it. When we wake up and we're not looking at all the things we have to do and the heaviness, or we're looking at the window saying, oh, it's raining today, and letting the environment dictate how we're going to feel for the day. We're saying, oh, I am going to be peace and blessed today, and looking for those things that we can be grateful for to up level and amplify, because that is how we stop letting the conditions of our life dictate how we're going to feel and throw us out of peace and ease, which is every single state. And at the end of the day, we're always searching for peace and ease, and we're never going to find it if we keep on thinking that it's when the sun shines instead. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to close my comments for now, and welcome, Kang, for showing up. We are just starting. So I'm going to share my slides today. And again, it's all about experiencing today. The lessons up and available, and you'll have that link with the email. So just to get into it, we're going to review each week in a different way. I have decided, I think what would be really useful is actually to summarize it by bringing ourselves through the experience of it. So in week 1, we're going to put it all together today, and we're going to do so within the time that we have to honor everyone's time. So thank you again for showing up, and hope you'll be blessed by this evening's lessons and experience as well. So beginning our practice for 1, if I could just have you all just open up into a place, just a readiness, just maybe it's opening up your heart, maybe it's the posture, placing your hands upward on your palms, shoulders and arms relaxed at your side, maybe placing your feet on the floor, really feeling the physical presence of your feet on the floor, your hands. Maybe you even just want to warm your hands up, because I'm finding mine a bit cold. When I become aware of my physical, I'm realizing I want to take a moment to get warm, adjusting, right? Just making sure you have a comfortable body allows your meditation practice to become a lot more deeper. So as we become aware of this, of just feeling the weight of our body in our chair, we're allowing ourselves, and if you would like to just mute, if you haven't already done so, just mute your phones. I'm just getting some feedback here, just for us to have a really nice presence. Beautiful. Thanks, everyone. And we can unmute them afterwards. So we bring ourselves back into this physical sensations of feeling the weight of our body in the chair, and allowing ourselves to become aware of maybe the heat in the environment, or maybe there's a little chill, just a nice little cool breeze that you really enjoy, or just become aware of its presence. Perhaps that there's some heat and you're feeling warm, whatever it is, just allow yourself to become aware of the physical environment around you in your senses. Perhaps you may be hearing my voice. very palpably in your hearing, or you've been tuning in. I'll give you a moment to open up your hearing. Do you hear the furnace, a fan, birds out your window, traffic? Just allow whatever noises come to your awareness to just be. Perhaps there's people or family members close by. You can hear them shuffling about or talking in the distance. It is what it is. Bringing our awareness now to our smell and our taste. Maybe you just made a nice herbal tea and you're smelling at the aroma. Or maybe you're just smelling the remnants of dinner or lotion on your hands. Whatever you smell or taste, just use your metaphysical senses as well. Earth, spring, flowers, whatever your mind just allows you to smell. Non-linear, non-local, whatever that is. And now allow yourself to go into your inner being. Allow yourself to begin to see your mind's eye images. Maybe there's just a white light or a blackness behind your eyelids. Maybe you're beginning to notice shades or fluttering light beams of energy, symbols, imprints of your day. Also, begin to notice your internal essence by scanning your body from head to toe. Notice what you feel inside internally in your body. Become aware of any sensations that may be dense or lower vibrations, like just some tension, anything. Just allow yourself to release it. Releasing your physical body. You could either just stretch your legs and crack your toes and fingers, whatever energy, just to release. Maybe even just nodding your head back around, just to kind of stretch and just let those tensions out. As you move into the focus, it releases. Bringing a really nice surrendered peace and ease into our awareness, down our shoulders and backs. Relax your facial muscles, your shoulders, your chest, your back, and your belly. Let your muscles out. Just let it out. Be present. Often I undo my bra strap when I'm doing any meditation if I find it's constricting me. Undo your belt buckle if you've had a big dinner. Just whatever releases your energy into a place of just perfect vibration of harmony with a higher power. And now as we begin to become aware, just notice your breath. Notice your breath. And as you breathe in, notice how it opens up. It fills up in your lower belly. It expands your rib cage and it lifts up the top of your lungs. You might even feel a slight little shift in your shoulders and your chest opening. There's 3 parts to this breath. Just breathe in and out and just notice them. And release with your breath each time into a place of more ease and surrender. This is your present moment to savor and enjoy the most out of it, breathing in and releasing on the exhale. Begin to become aware simultaneously of all your senses at once. Notice any thoughts, maybe just the sound of my voice, or the feeling of any sensation, perhaps your breath, or maybe some tension still lingers in and around your body. Generally focus in all your senses and scan your body. Begin to become aware of this spaciousness, this limitless, boundaryless essence that moves beyond your physical, filling you more with sensations and vibrations. Maybe you're just sinking in even deeper into this grounded state. Noticing warmth over you like a pouring light of peace. Maybe you're beginning to see colors of light and symbols as we begin to open up deeper into our essence and our metaphysical senses. Just take a moment to rotate through your senses. What do I see, hear, feel, and know? Become aware without judging. Take a moment now. What do I see, hear, feel, and know? And as we continue to allow ourselves to scan our bodies, we deepen with every inhale and exhale into a place of more tranquility and equanimity. Heart, mind connected. Feeling a direct line, mind into body, so pure that we could feel all aspects of our essence. We begin to notice our breath again. Noticing how much more softer and slower our pulse has become. Our breath has now sunk down into an ease, longer breaths. And as we now become aware of this profound space of our perfect harmony with our essence, I want you to become aware of this beautiful ball of light that's within your crown chakra, your forehead, inside your crown chakra and your third eye. Perhaps you just see it as a ball of white light. Or perhaps you just feel a sensation, this amplified buzzing or this soft subtleness that just shows up in and around your upper head, your ears, inside your nasal cavities, your nose and your eyes. As you breathe in, this light pulls more and more and it amplifies even larger than your whole head. This is the infinite mind, connection with all that is. You are a spiritual being with infinite access to this portal. Allow this beautiful spacious energy, this beautiful high vibration of peace to be experienced within all cells of your body. Breathe in and pull it down. As you breathe in, it just cascades and pours like a showering light effortlessly into every energy center, filling you with healing vibration, bringing you to wholeness, cleansing and clearing anything that's not useful, that is of low vibration, that is not serving you to connect with your highest experience of self. Allow that to be experienced now. Feeling it down your shoulders, down your spine, into your root chakra and below. In from your heart, your throat chakra, your heart, all the way into the cavity of your torso and below. Notice this beautiful healing vibrational shift as it just penetrates without any resistance. You allow. As you breathe in, you fill it up more, and as you exhale, you draw it in deeper into all of your being. Breathing it in and out through your root chakra, down your legs, your calves, shins, ankles, the roots of your feet and toes, down into Mother Earth. And as you give this beautiful essence of love and light to Mother Earth, you are giving with abundance. This source is always flowing. It never runs out. With each inhale, we breathe in more and more. Experience this now as you continue to breathe it down into your essence and out into Mother Earth. You may already have begun to realize that when you breathe this energy with such gratitude and effort into your body and you release it into Mother Earth with gratitude, you are abundantly receiving back 10, 100 times more love and light back up through Gaia, Mother Earth, into your being. What you give, you amplify back towards you. A never-ending flow of abundance. This is your healing energy. Allow all ailments in your physical body to be healed. Allow all mental and emotional body to be healed and whole. Taking a moment to just see how that shows up for yourself. Scan your body now, up and down, and be one with this ball of love and light, oneness of healing, wholeness, beautiful healing energy, source energy now. As we sit in this perfect essence of our true self, we move beyond ourself, our thinking. We are essence and life itself. And it's a liberating feeling to just release. Let your belly soften. Let your heart open like never before to experience this perfect love and light. This meditation is about beyond the self, letting go of any attachments to the limitations from thinking. Just be. Experience it in your senses. How do you feel? How are you experiencing this amplification of energy? Perhaps you're seeing colors or a lightness about you, an expanded sense of freedom and liberation as there's no end to your energy field. Allow this beautiful energy field to expand beyond your reach, beyond the room, and into your environment, your neighborhood, your community, this province, this country, this planet. Don't think, just feel, allow. Imagine this beautiful ball like a globe in front of us, that's Earth. How we have now left the non-physical. We are anchored forevermore through the root chakra into Gaia, safe and secure. Our consciousness expands upward and outward into the vast cosmos, beyond the self. You might see a deep, dark blue of openness and vastness. You might experience just a tunnel experience, like you're being zapped into an out of body experience, or you're feeling this beautiful spaciousness floating like a perfect ball or cloud. Begin to travel through the cosmos, past the planets, past the sun, into the beautiful universe, past galaxies upon galaxies. Just use your imagination and expand your oneness. You are a part of this infinite. Experience this beautiful presence of the highest love and light, archangel realms that are working with all of every single human, whether you're aware of it or not. You may experience this softness of love and just tranquility and excitement for your growth. You might even see elementals, little birds of nature or outer worldly beings who are mutually beneficially expanding love and light in the universe. There is no separation from all aspects of life in our nature on this earth, in our essence on this planet, in the vast universe. Allow yourself to just fathom and be shown in your mind, in your body, how beyond the self is experienced now. Just feel how much reach you have. Go anywhere out of your curiosity, the Milky Way, the galaxy, Ryan's belt. Taking a few moments to just experience this beautiful essence of being one with all. Allow yourself to come back down out of the universe and see our solar system. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, all these beautiful, powerful beings that help us to expand the essence of spiritually who we are there to surround and support you and to teach you. Ask them, be curious. You are one. There is nothing that you cannot experience. You can now begin to come back down in closer to our planet, past the sun, past our moon, hover over the planet Earth. And as we do so, we know that we are one. And before returning to the planet Earth, open our heart even more with the gratitude that we have for being able to experience our physical reality, that we may have forgot why we came to Earth, but we bring blessings and we ask for guidance in our journey ahead. Feel that love, feel that light, experience this amplification of support. And as we give thanks to this beautiful opportunity to come back into this expansive, beautiful place, we begin to remember how much we love life. The trees, the sunlight, watching a full moon cascade over the water, the moments we hug our loved ones, the rich flavors of our favorite fresh foods and vegetables that Earth provides. We give thanks. And as that gratitude soars in our heart, we now make our ascent down into the planet, into our country, into this province, into this town and place, to our neighborhood, our home, blessing our homes, blessing all of the people that are in our homes and our pets. or the people that are in our life, if we're single, just now come back into this chair, this presence, into your body. Hold your hand up to the prayer position. Take a moment to connect into this physical body. How does this feel? Notice your physical essence, this beautiful shell of an armor that carries you through life, that loves you, that speaks to you through emotions and thoughts in alignment with our soul. Together, this is an empowering state when we wield it in the present moment. Wiggle your toes, rub your hands, thanking the beautiful ascended masters for the journey and the love and light they share with us and support us and teach us. Bring back your awareness in your body, moving your hands, your fingers, rubbing your legs, and now coming back into full posture. Opening your eyes when you're ready. And we give thanks. And when you're ready, just coming back into the room. Thank you. So that was Beyond the Self meditation. I would like to continue opening up if anyone wanted to have a conversation. I have slides. I would love to share one slide today, only if you are in the, we've expanded our states of consciousness. We've opened ourselves up. We went so high into a state of frequency that when I asked you to come back, take a moment now, take water, maybe get up and stretch. And then in a minute, I'm going to share my slides with you. Before I do so, let me know if you want to share. Unmute. I would love to have a gallery where we can unmute and come together. And if you want to share any experiences that you had in your meditation today.
Kirsten, I opened my eyes for a second early on in that meditation, and there was a message on my screen that said the host had asked me to unmute.
Oh, ignore that. Ignore that. Thank you.
Okay, so stay muted.
Can I ask you, how was your meditation, Tom? Was that putting together all that we've learned and then building on it today? Do you find since the beginning, my question to everyone, those of you who have been showing up and practicing, has there been any shift or any experiences that they wanted to share in practicing? Or even in this meditation? We have a few minutes just to open up, to share any experiences that you want.
Well, you know already that I've had a lot of misses with just a couple of hits. So, and that I'm dealing with different distractions and whatnot. So,
yes, so that's
it's
perfect.
It's been miss, and even today, again, it's always very peaceful and very relaxing. But when you talk about leaving the body and going and seeing that and seeing all of the different things getting smaller and smaller as you go into a galaxy and into a universe, I can imagine it. I see pictures in my mind, but I'm not going there.
Tom, this is a great example, because one, meditation isn't for us you're being guided. Mm-hmm. And you're being guided to experience how that might feel through you. So I was asking you to use all of your senses to feel, to see in the mind, to experience it in the feeling of your vastness around you. It wasn't also just something to imagine. So when you're trying to, we're thinkers, we like to see things, we like to have it planned out first before we can go into an understanding. Meditation, it's actually backwards. It's like allowing yourself to just be and to feel, because it's not just about, if you do, you get it, you will see an image or you'll experience a color or light, but it's also about to feel the shift and to experience beyond the self. So
Yeah.
the mind and the thoughts is anchored into the physical reality of how we're going to perceive. When we go into the other aspect of who we are, it's not about just an image. It's allowing ourselves to open our mind to be shown. Empty space. It's like going in, it's like going down into a stream with an empty cup. And we're basically opening ourselves up to scoop up water. We're creating a place to receive and to surrender. And the surrendering part is, if you're just trying to see, you block off your ability to be experiencing it. This is a meditation that's, it's a journey. It's absolutely something that I'm challenging a beginner meditator, because I'm trying to show you that you can journey into beyond the self.
Yeah.
So wonderful. One of the things that I challenge you with, Tom, is to be able to notice a thought. Notice when you're trying to see something first, and ask to be experiencing it through your senses. That's why I rotate through my senses. What do I do? What do I see, hear, feel, and know in this moment? Sometimes I don't even see anything, or I'm not mentally trying to visualize it. It might be that I'm having thoughts, or that I have an emotion or a pressure, or I might even experience memory. It could be a memory, but I'm not trying to see into it. I'm allowing myself to experience it.
Yeah.
So how I would suggest that you start practicing would be to sit into a place and just allow whatever comes up. Because sometimes when we sit down, like we did in week 1, visit week 1, the first thing that comes up is our to-do list, or you don't have time to sit, or there might be a persistent, repetitive thing that's happening. Perhaps maybe if you have pressure or an emotion or an ailment or a thought or an external environment, like maybe a dog keeps barking in the background, make it your meditation. Use it to meditate. Use it to observe and just to allow. And then go. You might hear, but you also might feel. Spaciousness happens when you don't just focus and amplify the dog barking or the ailment within you, because then you're closing off your metaphysical senses, the spaciousness, the ability to be open, to have a soft general focus. A sharp, concentrated focus is when we take a thought and we create stories and go down a rabbit hole of thinking. So when you catch yourself having been lost with the conversation of the day or worried about tomorrow's activities, bring softness and honor where you are and bring yourself back. So week 3, we added the soft bell. It was a little reminder. In week 3, we gave ourselves a minute and a half to sit in silence. And then when the bell went, we checked in and took stock of where we are in that moment. Maybe we're doing great. We're just still in this beautiful place of equanimity. Or maybe we recognize we lost ourselves the whole time thinking about a to-do list or being agitated about something. Meditation is not about right or wrong. It's not about trying. It's about noticing. So for you, notice the mental thoughts. Allow your imagination to tap in and tune into the infinite imagination, not just your intellect or what you think it looks like. Allow yourself to be shown and to channel the beautiful essence that is available to you beyond your mind. So I hope that has helped.
I did feel, I forgot to mention, I did feel the buzzing in the third eye area, but it felt also like it was coming from the corners of the eyes, like that.
Excellent, because it's a band, it's a big energy center. It actually comes through from one extreme to the other, and it's a big halo of light. And if you actually research the pineal gland, you could begin to recognize how it functions. So this is not a third eye workshop, but it's
No.
something that you could learn with me in the e-course that's coming up. We cover all that. And I think it's incredible that many of you are beginning to experience the sensations in the energy fields, which are also known as chakras, and how they're also the ways in which we can be intuitive, and they help us to open up into, see into ourselves and beyond. So thank you for sharing that. Thank
Pleasure.
you. Yeah. Because this is week 4, I wanted to approach week 4 in a way that was mostly experiential. You'll have your video lesson available to you, but it's also for me to, if anyone else would like to share, give you an opportunity to see what your questions are, to see what you seek. And I'm just going to go look if anyone has some comments that I haven't actually noticed in the chat. I don't see any comments. But I also have my view. I've got the panel view on, so if I just close that down, I could probably see better. Oh, and I also have my slides going too in the background. So what I'm going to do is just for a second exit just to see if anyone has some comments. Chats 3, yes.
I think those are just the 3 you already saw.
Yeah, and so also Linda sharing. She sees colors and vortexes. Wonderful. So I'm validating that when you go in and you meditate, you can actually begin to inquire. Color, one of my most profound information streams comes through the beautiful energy of color. Color is it's infinite wisdom. You can take a color depending on everyone uniquely here, and you can get so much guidance behind it. The color yellow may represent so many things. It's healing of the mental. It's being joyful. It's balancing your intellect. Like there's so many things that come. So I would inquire when I see color, and I'd say, I would ask the infinite, what does this mean? Because it's unique to you, and how you see color will end up giving you information in terms of your own unique life spiritual purpose. We called upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Raziel to help teach us in that journey. So I'm not surprised that you are able to see colors and vortexes.
Portals.
Yeah, portals, yeah. And portals, right. Yeah. Wonderful. So let's carry on. If there isn't any other, I'm going to just take the rest of our time together. We have 10 minutes and go over some of the slides that we want to be able to just ask. Is everybody able to do the basics? There is a million ways of doing meditation, but the basics is becoming conscious of your basically of how you're feeling internally and externally, and being generally focused on all aspects and allowing yourself to be in the moment. And even if it's a overly charged emotion, and if that's throwing you off, go back to week 1 where we had very powerful tools to bring you out of the heavy energy vibration and into neutral. Week 3 was about releasing more and stressing less. Follow those tools because they're simple. These are simple steps that will help transform things in your life. And so I just wanted, before we go, I wanted to share a couple of things, and just to go like this. And again, you're going to get the video tonight. This is review of week 1, week 2. You'll have this totally explained in a video afterwards. But I wanted to just remind you that what we are basically covering is you going into the present now. It's without expectation. And when we just allow it is as it is, even if we have harsh judgments or heavy thought, or we are in a decision mindset where we're uncertain and we're overwhelmed, go into pause any time of your day. Pull this as a tool to just breathe and bring yourself, because a calm body is a calm mind. And then we can begin to have that space to move into a better observation of truth. We'll begin to see how we're hanging out in fear and how we could begin to see what is ours and what isn't. And it's really life tools, life skills. And then use the general awareness because it helps us to have a more, I call it, so when you have a laser focused concentration, you're basically going, I wonder what this is. And I have to be able to see when maybe you're getting it into an energy shift or feeling, or maybe it's words, an inner voice that's telling you wisdom, but you're so focused on the mental image of it, right? Because we move beyond the physical to the non-physical in meditation. Notice that spaciousness was one of the biggest things. And as a reminder, when you're in meditation and you're so focusing on, say, a dog barking, that's all you can hear, and it throws you off, allowing yourself to be present, just allow yourself to become a notice of your breath or notice all of your other senses, and it fades. If you have a heavy emotion and you're so overwhelmed with a sudden impulse of wanting to yell or be mad or angry, consciously choose how to react. That means we're not going to just have this knee-jerk reaction in life and then regret it later and feel bad. We're going to become aware and we're going to allow that spaciousness. That's why they say take a breath, pause. They even say sleep on it, then make a decision. It's literally just having some space to think about it. And that's what we're doing. We're learning that we are whole. We are the I am statements from week 3 are powerful because we get to remember that we are patience, that we are peace, but we don't experience that when we're in anger and hate. We've closed it off. So when we allow ourselves to have that breath and that calmness of mind and heart coherence and alignment, we move into that spaciousness where we can actually amplify it. Even if it's a little trickle of light, we begin to just notice it. Perhaps maybe we could amplify it and immerse it in our whole being, or just enough to have right thought and right reaction. It's consciously choosing the way you're going to show up in life. We all have the capacity to do this, but we all don't actually make use of it. We just get, hot under the collar, or we move into an uncertainty and fear, and we have to intersect those thoughts that are sabotaging how we create our life. Because we know in weeks 2 that fear creates the reality that we live in. If our thoughts are hanging out in unwanted and we create more and more of that, our brains only filter the things that we experience in life where we hang out. So if we're only hanging out with we're not good enough or I'm afraid, then our brain is going to begin to only filter, validate evidence of it towards us. And this is one of the biggest blocks. People put the brakes on, they throw in the towel, and they buy into the conditions of their life because they think that what they see in their circumstances is reality. And that is what week 4 is all about. It's a rich 45-minute video with a 10-minute guided meditation. And I'm really proud of it. I feel like I did you guys a good job this week for week 4. And week 4, this is what you're going to find in week 4. You're going to learn a quick summary of you're bigger than you think, and you're going to learn how that you are a powerful manifester from your thoughts. You're going to recognize in meditation, you're going to experience 2 streams of intelligence, which we're learning how to sit in the middle of, which is why I introduced the word equanimity and alignment and tranquility and peace, because all of those can be had in that balance. When you think about equanimity, it's to be equal, to be equally aware of both streams of the subconscious, the ego mind, as well as the infinite, the mind of God. And also, I share with you the most enlightenment lessons, like just basically the meat of meditation practice, how it helps you to shift. So I have gone over these slides and I have explained them in the interview. They're powerful. I really enjoy teaching these principles. But here's a summary of the most enlightened lessons, and you'll have a detailed explanation. Releasing the energy, become aware of what's yours and what isn't, so that you could become more empowered. How to choose your thoughts, how to broaden your perspectives and your viewpoint, your ability to surrender and accept. We repeat that again. And your week 3, who I am statement. statements and how we can begin to move from victim to victor, because in truth, guys, life doesn't happen to us. It happens through us. We are life itself, creator mind. We are connected with the infinite, and how we feel and think and react is exactly how our life is going to show up. We are creators. So that's what this is all about. This is beyond the self and how to really live from that space. And here's a really good summary of our time together. So whenever you're lost your mind and you've become unaware of you're just in a fear, you're going to feel, you're going to notice what you're noticing, or you become that observer. Return to your senses. Go, breath, how do I feel? What do I see? What do I feel? What I know? Like soften. So your mind and body, because a calm body is a calm mind. Scan, general focus scan, allow, don't resist or push away the thoughts. Don't ignore or sweep. Allow the sensation or it just to be, and the layers will soften and soothe. Experiencing it in meditation more and more, and you will get this. You will get this. This is life mastery tools that our meditation practices help us with. And spaciousness, which we practiced a lot in our meditation today, in on our live group call, and consciously choosing your thought. And there you go. Practice, practice, practice. And again, join me on these full courses that I have coming up. If you really want to know all about how to unveil the ego's illusions, we go over the common, the common fear-based thinking patterns that we have, and we bust them. They're myths. And it is an enlightening course. It's a wonderful one coming up. If you're interested, reach out to me. I'll send you the link. Also, the online how to overcome feeling drained and sabotaging. When you're stuck in the busyness syndrome and you still haven't etched out time for meditation, then this is the workshop for you. Also, if you want to take this deeper, my cat's tail, excuse her. You want to take this deeper, learn more about these awakening and empowerment principles, learn about the law of circulation, the law of delicate balance and abundance. And I want to introduce and let you know, not just how it works in the spirit world, but the science behind it. So join me for those. Also, don't forget that the free intuitive development course is next Wednesday, May 27th at 7:30. The link is in the meetup group, meetup.com, and reach out to me. If you haven't yet had your free clarity call, I would love to support you. And it doesn't have to be about meditation, because sometimes life gets in the way of our spiritual experiences, our spiritual path, and we just can't seem to juggle. Let me help you. It doesn't have to be just about, it could be about the busyness syndrome, or just literally unveiling the limiting patterns that keep us from being able to make space in our life to embark on a healing journey. So reach out to me. It's on my website.
Just want to say, totally well worth it if you haven't done it.
Oh, Tom, thank you. Blessings to you. So there's lots of information, but that's not all. I'm just having fun with this sales pitching thing. After the guided meditation I did online, what I haven't shown you yet was, this is still to come. I had promised you in week 3 that I was going to deliver you an additional part 2 for week 3, and I haven't done that yet. And it's literally 12 most enlightening lessons for awakening and self-empowerment. And I'm just going to give you a quick review just by looking at them. The conditions of a human suffering. I had uncovered, this is one of the very first lessons that I learned. It brought a lot of information. Cravings, addictions, and ignorance is 3 human sufferings. Those are based on how Buddha teachings. I had gone to the Vipassana center. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information that really opened my mind to experience how, when I'm not in peace and ease, why I am not in peace and ease, and how I could be aware and there's a way out. Then then it is as it is. I go into detail about how to really radically accept life, let go and control and be in charge. The difference between our mindset thinking we have to have control over everything, but really it's not about that. Revisit week 2. surrendering. We talked about that at great length, how it's really not about quitting. It's about grand overall design and having faith in it and really working on that deservedness. The other one is it's in the contrast. We see proper perspective. So the list goes on. I just wanted to give you the last list where the 12s are. I'm going to go into great length about this. You're having a bit of a little bit of a sampler here, and it's literally worth listening. It'll be a module on its own, which I will release eventually, and you'll get the email for that. But thank you so much, everyone. And as promised, I have managed to finish within our time, a little bit over. As I end this call, I want to open it up. I'm not rushing off, but I did want to open up to say, is there any questions? Oh, you're welcome, Juanita. You're welcome. Yes, Nina's asking, is this the last class? This is not, this is just the last of, I have done 4 weeks. It's a series of meditation for beginners. And thank you for asking. This is not the end of the meditation. My next series will begin in not next week, but the following week. And it's going to be another series. It's going to be simple. There won't be teachings to the degree that I did on this because I found that it became too intellectual for a beginner, but I find that some of you may really value the way I delivered it. Others are asking for just the experiences. So what I've decided to do is I'm going into my next series, and it will be, I'm actually asking for a small fee. It's not going to be a big fee, but it's going to be on intuitive awakening. Exactly what we are building ourselves to do. And a lot of people don't call it that. And if you're interested in perceiving the spiritual essence beyond just a quantum energy and universal source energy, this is for you. It's about opening up to really experiencing your divinity and really allowing yourself to first reach with the archangel realm. The second week is on ascended masters and the wisdom and the teachings they bring. The following week is on spirit guide and elementals and even animal totems, power animals that show up. When we begun to get synchronicities and signs of the universe, some people often see like birds and butterflies and all sorts of beautiful nature show up. And so how to recognize sacred symbols and how to recognize signs and synchronicities from the external, how we get guidance. And then the last one is all about just being present and getting guidance and being a channel for our own personal guidance and healing. So it's more like it's a very beginner course to help you awaken to your intuitive abilities. And it's it's taking my years of experience and kind of breaking it up in a really deliverable way. And if you're interested, keep an eye out. I will send you the email. Let me know if you don't see it, and I will let you know when it's happening. How does that sound? Does everyone, okay? Good. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. Thank you. Thank you. So again, thanks everyone. I'm going to end our recording now. And blessings to each of you. And we'll see you all soon. Take care.